Welcome to Fayetteville, and whoop, pig suey as the Arkansas Razorbacks are ready to take the field. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The LSU Tigers offense will get the first swing of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollack.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the lone running back. At the 45 on his way. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Snagged in the middle, it's Lacey. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, to put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Razorbacks offense will take the field for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Quick release by the QB. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Razorbacks in the hurry up. He'll try it again. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Looking to throw, it's Amaro. He's got his man. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little... And that pass intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after it. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays. And
touchdown, LSU! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Oklahoma showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's got it down the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. They'll give it to him again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. A lot of urgency for this offense. Dropping back, it's Amaro. Quickly complete. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Keeps it on the bootleg. That pass is well off target. target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. On the option. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Offense set on first down. The give to the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to get it through the air. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes his connection. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Razorbacks are flying down the field. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that game...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Scanning the field, it's Amaro. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
Here comes the crowd trying to make it tough on 3rd and long. Leaves it with the running back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The give to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll pull it on the read. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Now on third down for this offense. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Looking to pass. It's Amaro. Got the back over the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. On the option. He'll pitch it. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
On second down, just keeps firing. And they can't make the connection. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Trying the left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Amaro. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they're able to get him down. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. They'll try to run for it. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Winston. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll try the run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Offense, quick tempo. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. We can talk about the next game on the schedule. They're always looking forward to this one.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They go right back to it. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Amaro. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. The play action fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the return, it's Landry. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaking on the ground.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3-and-out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. He'll do it himself. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Now on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Flushed out of the pocket. At the 45 on his way. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw. It's Amaro. Setting up the screen. Makes a man miss. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Arkansas! A great catch and run for 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. San Jose State took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Spartans that fired on all cylinders. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. LSU quick to the line. He's going to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He'll set up to throw. Another incompletion on third down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. The fair catch called for and made. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got an open man. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Brown.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hurry. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he can make the catch.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Handoff to the single running back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. He'll start the third quarter with the run. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. Quick completion to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance. And when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking. They get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig swing.
This time it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. He'll come out throwing on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback, LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. To the air, it's Amaro. Fires to the big fella. Running into the open space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the right. He's got it. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll run it on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. Caught in the backfield. It's Winston. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. He wants to pass it on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. It's complete to the right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. To the air, it's Amaro. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. No huddle here for the offense.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Razorbacks have their offense in high gear. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Now on second down after the incompletion. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking to throw on second down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got a man. It's Clemens. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. James Madison handled his business today, and given what the week was like in Harrisonburg, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Using the quick game. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
That's a first down for the offense.
From the gun, the running back has it. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
For the offense.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute those.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The inside handoff. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. He looks that one in nicely. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Razorbacks are threatening on 1st and goal. Quarterback checking off. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Goes to the option.
Defensively, man, I play so much.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the beatdown has ensued.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35 to 10. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
LSU 10.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
Gives it to the back on the draw. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wiggles free. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. He's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Webb. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They keep attacking through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. On the run, still looking. Quarterback gets the 1st down and more. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Couldn't get anything done on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Webb. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. They're going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Gets rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Trying play action. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
This drive started about the time Walter Camp invented football, but the defense can finally get a stop on 3rd and long. Moves away as he feels pressure. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming to the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. A shot toward the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. Here comes the offense on 1st down. On the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the big fella. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. On the return, it's Landry. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Webb. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Tigers have this offense rolling. He'll just keep slinging it. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Coastal Carolina was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Conway. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Nifty little dance step. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Looking to throw it tomorrow. Bought a little time, lets it go. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Finds the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Going up top on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Getting some heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's taking the deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. to the air on first down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. On second down, wants to throw it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down. This is a long fourth down try, but the offense stays on the field. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires deep on the run. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
LSU 24.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect, you talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to maybe find your team in the ranked spot.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.